Hello angels and welcome to today's brand new YouTube video. Today I'm going to be telling you how to get a halo in Roblox Royale High. Yes, the thing that we all want, at least if you clicked on this video, you want a halo. So I'm going to be telling you exactly how to get one. I have owned a lot of halos. I think I've owned 2 winter halos 2018. I've owned a Halloween halo 2018. I have owned a mermaid halo 2019. I've owned a mermaid halo 2020. I've owned a Valentine's Day halo 2019, etc. I've owned a lot of halos, and these are the tips and tricks that I use to get halos. Just so you know, I have not won a single halo from the fountain, like ever. All of them have been from trading. So I'm going to be teaching you how to get a halo from trading. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on into the video. By the way, this is a pretty obvious one. If you want to do any of these things, you have to be level 75 so that you can actually get into the trading hub and trade for a halo. That's an obvious one, just need to get that out of the way. Anyway, let's get started. Let's get into the YouTube video. Okay, my first tip is a halo for halo trade tip. So if you don't have a halo or you're not planning to get one and then trade that halo for a different halo, then this tip is not for you, but don't worry, I have more tips that are for you. Anyway, let's get started with this tip. So if you want to do a halo for halo trade, let's say that the person that you want to do the halo for halo trade with has your dream halo, and you have a halo that you might not really want anymore. You have to make sure that you know what the person wants. So if you get into the trade with them, they're like, I want this, this, and this, and you don't have any of that stuff. Okay, give them things that are similar, or else do you like this, or this, or this? And that's pretty obvious, but a lot of people don't really do it, and they go in and say, well, my halo is worth more than yours, or this and this and this is worth more than yours, so this isn't fair for me anymore. That is so annoying. I know this from personal experience. Just don't do that. The person will decline. You will not get the halo. 100% sure of that. So don't do that. You really do not want to do that. Anytime that you bring that up, the person will just get so annoyed. They'll be like, okay, I'm done with you. Definitely not doing the trade with you. So make sure that you know what the person wants and you give them that. Even if you're overpaying a little bit, if it's your dream halo, you know, you probably wouldn't mind that much. So yeah, that's that tip. The second tip is coming up next, so make sure that you stay tuned. My next tip is be nice, but not too nice. So this kind of popcorns off the thing that I said last, where like you don't want to annoy the person by saying this is worth more than yours, or you know. So I'm not saying like be so polite when you're like, miss, may I please offer? Like, no, that's a bit too much. Be nice. Like saying, hey, can I offer for this, or like, you know, just be nice. Be purely like nice. Try to stay innocent, you know, just don't try to annoy the person. That's pretty simple, that's pretty easy to understand. Like, most people really hate it when you say miss. So don't say that. Miss is like, they have a name, call them by their name, or if their name isn't on their the thing above their head, make sure you just ask them for their name. So yeah, that's the second tip. Third tip coming up next. So this tip is kind of pre-trade. So you are gonna want to sell your items, the ones that, you know, some people might not really want for their halo, and sell them for really wanted things. So you might want to sell them for diamonds. You might want to sell them for like the Valentine's Day teddies they really wanted. You might want to sell them for a parasol. You know, those sorts of things are really wanted. Lolita sleeves too. The goth Lolita sleeves are very wanted. So if you want to trade your items and then get those items in return, and then, you know, put that in the trade, those are some really good items or diamonds to put in the trade. You will have a higher chance of getting the item, because I know personally, for personal experience, that if a person puts like a lot of pretty worthless things in their trade box, but a lot of them I will not want to accept. I want a small amount of things that I can wear in outfits or whatever, or a lot of diamonds. So a small amount, but with a lot of value. So that's the third tip. My fourth tip is keep your options open. So social media is really helpful with this. If you want to say bidding on this item, or bidding for a halo, or I'm taking offers for my halo, or I'm taking offers for these items, you are gonna want to do that because you're gonna want to have to keep your options open. Like, I'm offering this for a halo, or if you have a halo of your own and you're trading that, I'm offering this halo for this halo. So doing that can be really helpful if you have social media, and doing that, it's really great if you have friends and they have a platform. Maybe tell them. If you're in the trading hub, tell people, just make sure that as many people as you can know that you are offering this for this item, or so on and so forth. That was the fourth tip. Fifth tip, next. Okay, fifth tip, make sure that you are not disappointed with your trade, because this is like if you do get into a trade with the person and they're like, yeah, let's go, let's accept. If they're accepting, then it's most likely either a win for them, or it's fair for you both, or they just really want the items that you're putting on. So make sure to take that into account. Like, if they really want this, so there might be something special in it, or things like that. Really take everything into account, because I highly doubt that after the trade is finished, the person's going to be like, okay, if you want to trade back, okay, sure, let's trade back. Because if they accept it already, they're like, no, these are my items now. So make sure that you are 100% sure when you do the trade. You have to be 100% on board, and the other person has to be 100% on board. If they're not, by the way, like, just kind of a popcorn off, if they're not 100% on board, don't try to push them, because they're most likely just going to decline, like, no, why are you pushing me, like, I don't want to do this trade. So kind of just say, like, take your time, let them decide. Being nice, be confident, like, that sort of thing. Don't be too pushy, don't be too annoying. That is not going to get you your halo. Okay, my last tip is trade good items. If you are trying to give the person items that you don't like, they probably won't really like them as much either. Like, if you're trying to give them a skirt that's already on sale, or that hasn't gotten a rework, or something that's really old, that sort of thing, it's not going to be good. They're not going to want to do the trade with you. Make sure that you give the person good items. That is going to increase your chance by a lot. This one's really obvious, but I have noticed when people offer for my halos, they do not do this. Like, more than half the time, people just give me bad items, and they're like, yeah, accept it. When I'm like, no, that's unfair, they're like, excuse me, no, that's not unfair. So don't do that. You really want to give the person good items. That will definitely increase your chances of getting a halo. Do not offer bad things. Okay, that was all for my video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to check out the description, make sure to comment if you have any tips, anything like that. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, angels.